Good, not quite morning, everyone. Good morning-ish. Good after morning. Welcome into twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. My name is Doctor. Oh, actually, no, it's not. That's someone else completely different. Good morning, good after morning, good after morn-ish, as Agent Superhero says in the chat. Welcome into twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. As you can see on screen, my name is Graham D, and I'm joined by the man that we call...
I think that's me.
Baby.
Yeah, that's me. Hello, how are we doing?
I was just a bit debating which way, because I have to manual voice mod. I don't actually have voice mod in the studio, so I was like, is it going to be baby? Or is it going to be baby? Or is it going to be like... Michael Meehan.
That's me.
And then people were like, who the fuck is this Mike guy?
That's me.
Who is this Mike guy? God damn.
That's me.
This guy.
And Sunday name.
It's the guy with the mics. He's not actually called Michael. We just call him Mike.
Microphone Meehan. That's me.
That was what my head looked like the other week. Maybe last week before I got my haircut. Mike and Mike.
Mike check.
Anyway, if you're in the stream, please do feel free to let us know that you're here. Welcome in. As mentioned, my name is Graham Day. This is Bib. We are Ice Cream Uploads in true Ice Cream fashion. This is The Scoop, the UK's #1 video games podcast, if we do say so ourselves. We are live on twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads, where we go live each and every single weekday at 10 a.m. Ish. It's not quite 10 a.m. It's a little bit after. Let's just leave it at that. So we aim to go live at 10 a.m, but we do work in video games. Sometimes we get live at 10 a.m, which is never. Sometimes we don't get live at 10 a.m, which is all the time. So yeah, we have an ish emote that you guys can use if you're subbing the channel. Feel free to use that whenever you want. If you are in the stream with us, though, please do feel free to get involved over the next hour or so. We will bring you the biggest, the best, and the breaking stories from the world of video games. We will then bring you our thoughts and impressions on those stories. But we also want to hear your thoughts and impressions, and then your thoughts and impressions on our thoughts and impressions. That's kind of how the whole thing works. If you are on the stream, please feel free to get involved on behalf of all of those watching and listening on demand. Over 165,000 people have watched and listened on demand. We've got a video that goes on YouTube and an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify and SoundCloud and Google Play. So please do feel free to get involved on behalf of all of those people. Before we go any further, it's quite a big day, really. Quite a big day because...
Tell me why.
Well, a couple of things. Actually, I say a big day. There's multiple big days. I need to rewind and catch up. So yesterday, we had two competitions end.
Yes, we did.
We had...
Well, technically, one the day before.
A minute before yesterday.
Off, yeah.
So we'll just say we had two end yesterday. So we had the Modern Warfare 2 giveaway, which we gave away. Well, you did. You drew that. Nice. And then you put the video out, and then you had some absolute sweat lord in the inbox trying to claim it.
Absolutely. You know what? It very nearly got me as well. If it wasn't for me messaging the person first who actually won, as soon as we put the video live, we announced who it was. I DM'd the person saying congratulations on winning, blah, 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 blah. Here's your code. And then about 10 minutes later, we got a message request from an account. And I was like, okay.
Proper legit.
Yeah, here we go. And yeah, as soon as I clicked on it, it had an extra A on it. So I went onto the profile, and it seemed like the person was constantly changing their username to try and catch people out for winners. Yeah,
so I looked through the account as well. An absolute scabber. So basically, we announced that user... Let's just say A had won. I mean, you can see who the winner is by going to our social media, but they didn't call him that right now. So we announced user A as the winner.
Is that Zaklar?
Yeah.
2 A's?
I was just trying to not say the name. But,
you can go to our Twitter. They can see it.
Yeah, no, but just, Zaklar didn't need name checking, but there we go.
He was live on the Scoop yesterday as a winner.
Well, you can see Zaklar was the winner, and someone had changed their account profile picture, bio, name to Zaklar with another A on the end, and sent a message in just trying to defraud that person of this account, and Bibi caught it, and I was watching the DMs as well, so I was like messaging Bibi at the same time, and this person was like, it's a burner account, that one, I can't get back into it, so just give me the code here. Bibi's like, no, we will wait for you to get access to that account. He's like, I probably won't be able to get access to it, so in that case maybe just devoid the code and give it away to someone else. And it's like, what? You literally are telling us to give away, to bin someone else's win, to re-roll it. So you've got a one, there was about 300, 400 entries, whatever, something like that. A couple of hundred, I don't know, whatever numbers it was. You've got a 1 in X hundred chance of winning, and you would rather take those odds and shit on someone else than just let someone else have the prize and realise that you've tried something, you've failed. But nah.
It did tickle me because as I'm talking to this burner account, and someone who's obviously trying to win the competition. The original account who actually won the stuff was messaging, so I replied back to the guy, congratulations on getting access to your account. He's put, wait, what? Oh my god, I think I've been hacked. I think so. Don't give that code to that person. They are a fraud. They are a thief. They have stolen my code. It's like, okay, mate, no worries. So we just left it for a while, and we had like 5 messages. What did the last one say? Okay, doesn't look like I'm getting a code then.
Thanks anyway, though. And then blocked us after I'd already reported him for impersonating someone else. So yeah, moral of the story is if you're gonna be a shit stain, don't be a shit stain. But then if you are gonna be a shit stain and you are a shit stain, and someone figures out you're a shit stain, don't double down on trying to get past someone because they know you're a shit stain.
Yeah.
So just don't be a shit stain, right?
Anyone who has any sort of social media understanding will, especially on Twitter, because you can see, especially if someone's replied back to a previous tweet, because it shows your original handle. Like, these people aren't that smart.
Nah.
They're just chancers that think that the people who are running the giveaways aren't that smart. So as soon as someone messages, you just click onto the profile, go to the replies, and you can see if they change their name or not. It's like, you're not that fun.
Hey, it's the numpties.
As I'm speaking to him, his handle changed again. So I was like, so what's this new handle? And he's like, oh yeah, that must be my old one, even though I said, do you know what this handle is? Fucking idiot.
Yeah, gimp. So anyway, some gimp tried to steal a code, didn't get it, changed his name, and do you know what? Anyone else that ever tries to do that will fuck you all off. So get to fuck. Speaking of which, so that was one giveaway.
Yes.
We also have 2 other giveaways in the pipelines. So there is the first Monday of the month.
I forgot about that one.
The loot drop. I know that's the reason why I mentioned it, because obviously the names of all subscribers get exported at 3 p.m. on the first Monday of the month. So we have anyone that was a sub yesterday at 3 p.m. We have all of your names in a hat. You are in this month's loot drop. However, we haven't picked that, and we aren't in a position to pick that on this stream because we've been too busy focusing on this. So this is, you can see there at the top of the screen, Twitter Picker. That's not our website, that's twitterpicker.com, which is a website that allows you to pick winners from competitions. So we also, as well as giving away a copy of Modern Warfare 2, we will be giving away in the Discord to a subscriber a copy of FIFA 23, and we also have an Astro A40 headset, which we are gonna... Well, we're going to give away now. We're going to pick the winner of that in this very stream. What we are not going to do, though, with this one, as it says in the terms and conditions of this tweet, it says that the winner will be drawn live on stream or on social. So now we're doing it on stream. We aren't going to tag the winner of this in. So if you're just a randomer that's won this prize on Twitter and you're not checking out the streams, then you're missing out on an opportunity because it says you need to check the streams. So we will put it in the Discord. We will put the name of the person that wins in the Discord. But beyond that, we're not going to tweet this one out, so we can't get Zach La.
Well, the benefit of us being able to put it into the Discord as well is to see whether or not they have tied their official Twitter to their account as well. Because if you haven't, then you ain't fucking winning it, because I know there is some chances out there that will want this headset. So if you are a winner, obviously if you are watching this now, that's fantastic, because this will be getting clipped up and put into the Discord anyway. But you need to be in our Discord, and it needs to be your account needs to be attached to your Discord account, because how else will we be able to do it?
Yeah, exactly. So if we'll allow it if you haven't linked your accounts, but you've got a Twitter account, well, you set up a Discord and you'll buy yourself 150 quid's worth of headset. That's bottom end. They're about 250 if you buy them
it's a
for some places.
Job to be able to attach your Twitter account to your Discord profile.
And if you've not got a Discord profile, that's another 10-second job. So take 12 seconds of your life, save yourself 150 to 250 quid. Job's good. Let's go, baby.
It ain't that difficult.
Okay, nice. So we have, as you can see on the screen, an Astro family giveaway. Shout out to Astro Gaming UK. They do support us with a lot on this channel. Speaking of Astro, they are part of the Logitech family. I'm not going to spend too much time looking at this, but this is a Logitech G Pro wireless Superlight mouse, the new red edition. They've just sent us one of these too. We'll come back to that at some other point in the future. I'll just point it here just to say thank you for that. So Astro and Logitech do support us very, 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 very much with goodies, including this, as you can see over on that side of the screen over there, an Astro A40 headset. All you had to do was go to Twitter, retweet that tweet, tag a friend, follow us, and follow Astro Gaming UK. That's all you needed to do. Some people went to the extra mile and followed us on Discord, followed us on Twitch, should I say, joined the Discord. We appreciate all of that support, especially from Astro Gaming UK for allowing us to do this. But now we're at the point where we need to pick a winner. Are you ready, Bib?
I am ready. Let's see how many people actually was successful. Oh, there's my mate Adam. He's in there.
Hey.
366 entries loaded in.
I just want to say, you said there's my mate Adam. If Adam wins now, then that's not going to look sus at all. I mean, to balance it out, I can see Marty D is a PUBG follower. Chris Wright is a long-time guy from the PES community and beyond. MB Squares is another PUBG guy. So there's multiple people that we know in there. Obviously, we're streamers on Twitch. We know quite a lot of you
37
people.
pages worth of entries.
Woo, 366. Nice. Let's go, baby.
So obviously this ended at 4 p.m. yesterday, which was the 31st. So any after 4 p.m. Like Adam just made it.
Oh,
he just made it. He was very close.
So Lauren Batista, nope. Joshua Crimson, nope. Oh, Marty D didn't even get in.
Yeah.
Unlucky Marty. Oh no. Oh no.
So okay. Yeah, they are out. So continue. So pending is the status. We've got 366 eligible accounts.
Nice.
And there can be only one winner.
There can be only one. Nice. So the winner of the Astro A40 headset provided by Astro Gaming UK is...
Beans. No.
Lucy Brown.
Lucy Brown.
Lucy 76239825. That's a name that just rolled right off the tongue. Lucy.
Okay. So let's have a look whether or not they actually tagged
Oh,
their friends.
good point. Good point.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Lucy Brown.
Retweet.
So they have retweeted it. That's fantastic. So we go to Lucy Brown.
I bet we're going to have millions of comp tweets here.
Tweets and replies.
Oh.
Quick scroll. Quick scroll. Quick scroll. We'll be able to see it.
Oh, there's the Logitech mouse that we've just got. Nice. Oh, okay, this is going to be tedious. Lucy.
I definitely need one of these win accounts, you know. Just keep on going through it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. We'll see it, we'll see it, we'll see it.
Lucy. God damn, that's a lot of entries.
I know.
Do you know, you should just keep pressing end, and then do a control and F for ice cream uploads.
Oh, can you do that? Where's end on this keyboard? Okay, we'll carry on scrolling.
I don't know where end is, actually. Well, there is no end button. What the other
is it a thin one?
Function and end, is it? Yeah, keep pressing that. And keep scrolling page. Yeah, you see.
Go. We're racking them up. Right, so I can't remember when we actually put this live.
It's got to be there. Just then do a control and F. Ice. No.
Maybe she didn't reply.
Doesn't look like she has. I mean, it would be there if it was. Oh, no, but yeah, because it doesn't show retweets on this, does it? Or does it? Or does it? Oh, there's ice cream. Okay,
she has. So she has one.
Jack Bro. Okay, so Lucy. Tedious, you said my name. Whoa, mama, the heavens have just opened. Was sunny. Welcome in, Tedious. Okay, so Lucy, you have done everything that's required. You have followed Astro. You have followed Ice Cream Uploads. We know that because Twitter Picker checks that for us. You have retweeted. We know that Twitter Picker checks that too. And you have responded tagging Jack Bro, who also has a lot of numbers after his name. Now, you have to watch this stream or be in the Discord because we're not going to tag you. We could do, but that would be making it too easy. This is a community giveaway. So we are going to post in the Discord the name of the winner. And yeah, do feel free to go, check in. So as of, what time are we on? 2 o'clock-ish, about 10 past 2. On Thursday, if you haven't got back to us by 10 past 2 on Thursday, we'll redraw this prize again for someone else. So the reason I'm saying that in that voice is because, I mean, I've been around the block. I would be surprised if Lucy is sat in the stream watching, and if do you know, I will happily let Bibby eat his hat if she is watching. If she isn't, then okay, well that's fine. You've still got an opportunity. All you need to do is be having half high on the content.
What time is it? 20 past 2. Okay.
It's Beans alt account. Congrats, Beans.
That's not, to be fair, that is literally like all I'd seen. Congratulations, Beans, especially yesterday as well. Exclamation mark rigged.
It was funny because it was Beans, but then before that it was Nacho, because Nacho obviously won the Royal Rumble and then won the clip of the tournament as well, snatching it away from Lotus at the very last second, kind of thing. So yeah,
I've got a funny feeling that this one's going to get rolled over. What do you think?
I think it will. I hope to God that Lucy is someone that has her eye on the accounts that she's entering. Judging from the number of entries that she's entered into, I don't think she will be aware. But as it mentioned, we will announce it on stream or social media. The plan was always to announce it on stream, like we always do. But we had the social media there as a backup just in case we couldn't. Say if we were super busy, something came up with work, or we just had to go, okay, congrats to Steve, or in this case, Lucy. But tagging in makes it super easy. We're giving away prizes. We're not going out and finding people to give them prizes. If you want a prize, you've got to do what you need to do to enter. So there you go.
Me looking at how many people have actually entered our Discord, there's been a lot, but there's been no Lucy's. Ooh. So I've got a funny feeling that this is going to get run over.
Yeah, so we will announce it in the Discord. We will share Lucy's name in the Discord to say that she has won. And we'll just call it 2 p.m. because that's what time the stream starts. By 2 p.m. on Thursday, yeah, by that point, and I say that we'll just call it 10 past 2-ish. Because, you know, someone will probably go, you ended it 10 minutes too early and whatever, and we'll get...
we'll probably be sharing another episode of The Scoop the way that we've been doing the timing of the show.
So yeah, well, the next Scoop on Thursday, we'll do that. We'll just draw it at the end of the Scoop. Absolutely. That way. It'll be well after 10 past 2 then. So there you go. So that's it. So Lucy 76239825. You have won an Astro A40 headset and you have 24 hours to claim that. If you haven't claimed it by 10 past 2, we'll put it down for 20 past 2 on Thursday, should I say, we will re-roll that one again. And do you know what? If we're on stream, we'll re-roll it on stream. If not, we'll just post it into the Discord. Absolutely. That's the best way to keep your eyes on it. Nice. Is that their phone number after their name or what? I mean, if it is, unlucky.
Surely not.
Nah, it's not enough characters. Beans and nachos, you're making me hungry. Sorry, Tito. I'd smash some beans and nachos, especially if it was like...
Smash beans at the moment.
I would smash him. Fucking right. He's beautiful, lad. He's terrific. Well done, Beans, says JMK. Welcome in, JMK. How we doing? How we diddling? David says, that's all you need now. Another mouse on the desk. You'll never find the curse now. That one's going home. I'm yoinking that one. It's the mouse that I want. I wanted it in white, which Logitech are supposed to be getting to us at some point. We have a hardware request in with them, but there's all sorts of changes going on internally at Logitech at the moment. So anyone that's been trying to use our discount codes will probably see that they do or don't work. Yes. They might work, they might not work, because they're doing all sorts of stuff at the moment.
I've been flagged with them though.
So so we have a hardware request. When it arrives, we don't know. But we got the new rare stuff, which is surprising. The stuff that's basic and easy, we can't get that. But the stuff that's rare, that's sort of just come out, yeah, of course.
The cheaper stuff, we can't get all of.
Agent Superhero did say, I won't be trying that one again when we were talking about adding the extra A to the end of the name. God damn it, Agent Superhero. Phony, welcome in, dude. Beans doesn't stream anymore. That's true. Beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you win streams. He does stream, yeah. He streams as part of the Ice Cream team. Nice. Every Wednesday-ish and Saturday-ish. Do you know, depending on whether I'm streaming-ish. Because I've not been around for the couple of streams over the last few weeks, you know, because I've going to Disneyland Paris and ish.
Not it all myself.
Nice. I was just keeping the issues going while you were blowing your nose so people couldn't tell the difference. So.
I didn't really want to do that on stream, so I appreciate the issues.
Nice. Every time people were going, I was going, ish. Nice. Anyway, welcome into the stream. If you don't know why we're here, as mentioned in the intro, we are here to bring you the biggest, the best, and breaking stories from the world of video games, and that's exactly what we have right now. So we're going to jump into a starting story saying PlayStation Plus has lost nearly 2 million subscribers since its revamp. Ooh. Which is like, it's about 10% of what Game Pass has lost, because Game Pass sucks balls. It doesn't actually say that in the article. I thought it did. It says Sony blames... Okay, fine. We'll jump into that first. That's our headline story. We then have other stories covering Modern Warfare 2, EA having lots of Marvel games that might even be available on Xbox for Tito and co. And, you know, I'm not going too far from Marvel. Let's stay in the Disney realm. Skywalker Week brings Luke, Han, Leia, and more to Fortnite. Nice.
Some Fortnite.
Do you know what? A lot of people in this chat probably don't know that reference.
I know. It's bad. That you've got to be an
OG. Yeah.
To get that.
So most people think we've only been streaming for a couple of years on Twitch. We've actually been streaming for about nearly 5 years. Actually, do you know what? It's November, isn't it?
I've been in 4.5 years. I'd have been here, and you were streaming for at least a year.
No, it must be 5, because we started in November like soft launch, and then in January we started posting about it, so people knew about it. So it must be 5 years at the end of this month, kind of thingy, since we first did our first ever stream. So anyway, the point being that a lot of people won't have seen our super early, like, experimental content. Fortnite.
Very young Jack.
Yeah, bless. I mean, he's still young Jack, but then he was like young Jack. Anyway, didn't see Metro write an article about PS Plus being in decline. Funny that. I know. He doesn't have to stream with all the comps he wins. Exactly. He's slowly building himself a brand new stream setup. That's what it is. He has said though to me a few times that he hasn't really got the space for a stream setup. So he used to stream previously, but it was like in a cramped corner that's quite hot and stuff. And they are looking at moving. And once they do move, he's going to move with a stream setup in mind. So at that point, he's going to come back to streaming. So yeah,
That was my idea when I moved. It had to be a minimum 3 bed, so that I could have an office space. That was the only requirement. That's the only thing that I was asked about.
Well, that house that I went for that didn't get the other week, or the month now, whatever it was. Well, technically it's 1st of November, so it would have been other month minimum because we're in a new month. That had like fucking big dirty basement that could have been easily fitted out, and I was thinking basement, underground, soundproof to fuck. Yeah!
Unless it had light, I don't think I could do it. Like
there is like one. There'd be more natural light in my basement than there would be in this studio. Right, yeah. Let's put it that way. Because you see one little strip around the window over there.
Well, I mean, yeah. Even if you wanted to, you could open that. But like when I used to live with my mum, we had like a bottom floor that had no natural light in there whatsoever, and it just felt like a dungeon. Sitting there all day, I can't be doing.
See, when I'm at home, I have the blinds down like that, so I tend to get a little bit. So I'd probably have more natural light in the basement than I would upstairs, like in my current setup. For anyone that's wondering, like, what does it mean, a little bit of natural light? Don't be fooled. No, we may have 27,000 TVs and lights and cameras and mics in this room, but we're not actually in a nice posh room. We're actually in a really dark, dingy dungeon. Look. Look at that. You can't even really tell. That's just cardboard boxes and stuff. God damn. That is actually an alternate camera. That is an Elgato face cam that we used to have strapped to the front of our desk, and we moved it for the meetup that we did, and we just never have got round to putting it back. So, no, it wasn't. It was moved for the Royal Rumble. That's what we moved it for. August. So 2 months ago nearly. Yeah. And we still haven't put it back because we've been busy. But there you go. Hey, welcome in. Hi. What's wrong with the dungeon? Yours sincerely, a basement dweller. Yeah, exactly.
Nothing, but I just feel like there needs to be a natural air source, because I love having the window open in my room.
Like, yeah, well, there's like a little sort of like that sort of size window, like on the roof, on one of the walls kind of thing. But I never got it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not claustrophobic or anything like that, but I just feel like there just needs to be a little bit of fresh air blowing through the room, otherwise I would feel like a bit claustrophobic.
I like the idea of it being soundproof to fuck, so I can be loud as fuck. There's quite a few times that I've been sat at home, and particularly when I'm like dead and I'm watching Lotus clutch out some mega win, and I'm like,
yeah. It's 11:30. Danielle's kicking the door in.
Yeah. Usually she's not. It's just me going, oh fuck, she's in bed. I'm gonna wake her up. Daniel's like, nosy bastard, just goes back to sleep again. But I'm just like, oh fuck.
So I think would shoot me.
So yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that. We'll jump into our first news story of the day, which is just coming up on your screen now. Nice. Just gonna make sure that we're all up in the nice positions.
I'm gonna move the other way. You're gonna move the wrong way.
I'm definitely gonna move the wrong way.
Just tilt your head one way first. Well done.
Yeah. Nice. Let's go back to the other. I can't remember now which way I've got to go. Nailed it.
Oh,
perfect.
Fuck, I'm going to move the wrong way.
Fucking, do you know what? Fair play to all the Star Trek people from back in the day. They all had it locked. They made that shit look easy.
Oh, God.
Anyway, welcome in. PlayStation Plus has lost nearly 2 million subscribers since its revamp. Andy Robinson at VGC has the story. It says, Sony blames declining third-party game sales and more people going outdoors. Expects to recover in the next quarter. Yeah, okay. So PlayStation Plus subscribers have dropped by nearly 2 million users since the revamped service launched in June. If anyone can't remember the names of the tiers, it's called PS Plus 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 Extra Plus Premium Plus Better Plus Super Enhanced Plus Premium.
Bag of shite.
Yeah. So that's according to Sony's latest subscriber estimates, which were published on Tuesday as part of its fiscal year 2022 quarter 2 financial results, the first full quarter since it launched the revamped PS Plus. Despite the revamp, PS Plus subs declined for the third quarter in a row. The total number of subscribers stood at 45.4 million for the 3 months ended September 30th, 2022, down from 47.3 million in the previous quarter. I mean, gutted. Only 45.4 million subscribers. What are they going to do? PlayStation Network monthly active users, MAUs, were also down during the 3-month period at 102 million, a decline from 104 million a year earlier and 103 million in the previous quarter. This appears to be Sony's lowest MAU figure since it began reporting this data in early 2020. However, despite the decline in subscribers, Sony's network services revenue, which encompasses PS Plus and advertising, but not game purchases or add-on content, actually increased by 10% from 106 billion yen to 116 billion yen, which represents its best performance to date for a quarter. That means Sony's gaming division is making more money per subscriber than it was before, potentially reflecting the uptake of more expensive subscription tiers introduced by PS Plus. I'm going to scroll past all the embedded tweets and stuff. Asked about the decline in an earnings call on Tuesday, transcribed by VGC, Sony's CFO Hiroki Totoki blamed declining third-party game and PS4 sales and more people going outdoors. The exec said he expects subscriber numbers to recover during the company's next quarter, partly due to the impact of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, that big old Xbox game, nice, and God of War Ragnarok. There have been declining numbers of members of PlayStation Plus, he said. However, in the second quarter, we renewed our services and there hasn't been a great momentum as a whole. Also, we didn't make aggressive promotions during the second quarter. Therefore, in the future, we're going to have more penetration on PS5 and we're going to have very good titles. In addition, we are able to make better promotions and we think we are able to recover. Do you know what? We'll just leave it there because it just goes into all the deets and stuff like that. We get the idea. We get the idea. So PlayStation has lost 2 million subscribers, 2 million active users every month, the MAUs, since the last quarter. Thoughts, Pip?
It's an interesting one. How many PlayStation 4s were there sold overall? Was it like 110?
8. I think it was more than 8.
Yeah, 110.
I think it was about 120. Right. I want to say, because it was something like 60 million at one point for Xbox, and then 120 million for PlayStation, like 2 to 1 ish.
Right, and then PlayStation 5. So we're looking at, are we talking 20 million at this moment in time? I can't remember the last figures that we'd seen from that.
Let's just say 20 to 30, something like that.
If we want to say that, so we're going to chuck out. We'll say 140 just to be nice. There's 140 million PlayStation 4 or
as
PlayStation
long as
if
we keep that same level of niceness and say there must be about 42 Xboxes sold.
I mean, we can go for that if you want.
Okay, 43-ish. Shout out to Fragger. Sheep. Fragger. Hey.
Nice one, mate. Thank you very much for the 8 months. The scoop! He shouts. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. He uses Twitch Prime. If you've got Twitch Prime, feel free to drop that down.
You love to see it. Not only is he sub to us, but he uses exclusive this month. So this month, that sub will not ever go to anyone else ever but us. I mean, what a guy.
Legend.
I'm not weirdly staring at Bibby's head, by the way. It kind of looks like
yeah. I'm just admiring this side.
There you go. Face. Just updating that. It's not as easy to update when you're in a studio setup and not at a desk. But there you go.
But yeah, in terms of how many PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5s that have been sold, we're looking at 1 in 3 consoles have access to the internet and subscribe to PlayStation Plus, whichever category that they're in. We're looking at 1 in 3-ish. So this is... Obviously, they would want every single person who owns a PlayStation to be subscribed to whatever part of the network that they want, whether or not it's just at the very basic level or they're moving all the way to the premium level. Obviously, there's a massive jump in price between the lowest and the highest levels, but having them, there's the same argument that I put forward yesterday with Game Pass, the fact that they haven't reached targets that they had set, which could be down to lackluster first-party titles that have been put in there, stagnating games that have been put over to Game Pass, which, by the way, just before we went live, I'd seen that they are adding more games to Xbox Game Pass, including 2 seasons of The Walking Dead. Football Manager obviously arrives very, very soon as well as a couple of other games. So they are obviously adding games that people want to be able to play to that Game Pass, but people aren't subscribing, whether or not the people who are only subscribing for the first party games, they've done the first party games, there's no need for them to subscribe. They're not asked about anything else like playing Fallout or playing Elder Scrolls. We went through that yesterday, saying that there hasn't been a new Elder Scrolls game in 10 years, taking away the Elder Scrolls Online. There hasn't been a new Fallout game for around the same time. Well, I think it's 2014, I think Fallout 4 came out. But anyway, there hasn't been a third-party game that people obviously want to be able to play on there, which is why they're not subscribing. That is probably the same reason why this. I don't believe it's because people are going outside.
See, I do kind of believe that a little bit, but when it's said that way, it just sounds stupid as fuck. and this is where, because it's just straight up transcription. This is an earnings call in Japanese that VGC has transcribed, and direct translations. It probably does mean that, but I think what they're probably saying is that there was one thing in this saying, this is the lowest it's been since their lowest MAUs since records began in 2020. And I think what they're trying to say is 2020 was a key time for everyone to be inside playing games. So now we are in a COVID world. That's why we're in a I know the pandemic's not over, but we'll say post-COVID world. So the numbers are dropping. So I do get what he's saying there. It just sounds stupid as fuck. But it's like, people are going outside.
Touching grass. People are understanding what fresh air tastes and smells like now.
Outside sounds awful.
But yeah, I mean, even at a base level, I find it bizarre. Like, I haven't played an online Switch game in forever. Like, a game that I would actually have to pay for to be able to play online. I'm not talking about Fortnite, I'm not talking about Rocket League, I'm not talking about any other free-to-play game that's on the Nintendo Switch. I haven't played Splatoon, I haven't played Mario Kart or anything like that on there recently for me to be able to warrant paying the monthly fee, but I have been paying that monthly fee since it actually came out, and I can't remember the last time I played a game that required that. So they are taking my money from it. I probably should cancel it, but I feel like if I don't...
Guaranteed, you cancel it, and then Skyrim Multiplayer Edition or whatever would come out within the minute.
I just subscribe for the year at that point. But yeah,
just hook it up. Just hook it up.
2 million. It sounds like a lot, and obviously it is a lot in the grand scheme of things. If in any circumstance, if you said we've just lost 2 million customers, I imagine most companies' asses will fall out. I imagine Sony, even at this point, the fact that they still have 45 million subscribers, their asses will be falling out, because doing quick maths, I'm shit at it. I'll get my calculator out right now. Calculate, that says clock. So we'll do, I think it's £7, the basic one, and then we'll times that by 2 million. Which is 14 million.
You just do it times by 2.
No, I was yeah, I should have done that. But even then, I was thinking definitely £8, but then it'll be 16 million. And so they just lost $14 million, which is obviously a lot of money for them to be able to lose overnight, technically, or lose in a quarter. So
I do. The annoying thing from this article is that they have the like some of the figures actually increasing, but they've got the figures in yen, so I can't see what that is. It probably is within the embedded tweet. There is some stuff in terms of operating profit declines and so on, but it says they've lost 10%. No, they've increased their intake by 10%, 106 billion yen to 116 billion yen. I don't know what that, like, how much a billion yen is to £1 billion kind of thing. And so 14 million might actually just be a tiny drop in the ocean in terms of that.
Well, they don't have to pay the costs or manage the losses of first-party games going onto their products, which they don't offer. That you ain't going to see God of War Ragnarok being put onto any of these PlayStation Plus tiers on launch. However, tables turned, if this was an Xbox product, it would be going straight on there, so they don't have to mitigate the loss of £14 million or 14 million yen, whichever currency conversion that you want to put it to, because it never that money would never have been there to lose in the first place.
The interesting thing looking at this is, says, despite the decline in subscribers, Sony Network Services revenue, which encompasses PS Plus and advertising, has gone up by 10%. So they've got an extra 10 billion yen in the last quarter, and that's just on PS Plus and advertising. Doesn't include game purchases and add-on content. So their subscription revenues have gone up despite the number of subscribers going down. down, and that'll be because of people paying for the £100 stuff rather than the £10 stuff or whatever. I wonder how they've broken that down. Like, have they included people that have subbed for a full year at once in that 1 month? So will that make next quarter drop down a bit? So that could be something. But also the other things, it says it doesn't include game purchases or add-on content. 2 million monthly active users dropping off. Yes, that's not... whether they're subscribed or not is kind of irrelevant at this point because they've made more money from subscriptions. So cha-ching! But still, 2 million players dropping. They haven't disclosed their game purchase figures. So that could have actually dropped. So they might be up 10% on their subscription revenues, but their game sales, they could be down 10%. So it might break even. It could be even worse without seeing it there. I mean, there are some key things in that. So obviously we've mentioned people going outside. Touching grass. Definitely going to be a thing. But it also 1 billion yen is 5.8 million pounds. So there you go. So that doesn't even cover the cost of losing 2 million people paying the minimum fee. It's about half. Well, less than, to be fair, if it's about £8. But so people are going outside. That's one thing. The other thing is lack of releases. But we are just about to get God of War Ragnarok, which will be a massive spike. I imagine, because we spoke about it a few months ago, that we will get more PS5 availability over this next 6 to 8 weeks, because we said Ragnarok and Christmas period will have an influx of PS5s. So we'll get more people buying consoles, because they said part of the reason for that subscription stuff was people not buying stuff on PS4 and so on. Because people don't want to buy stuff on PS4. People want a PS5. So that will be a hindrance for them as well. So the hardware becoming available will probably add to that. Plus, if we're talking about people going outside, it's flu season, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark. There's still remnants of COVID and stuff around. So if there's going to be any time where people coming back indoors to play games, it's going to be the next 3 months. I mean, of the year.
As well, isn't it? So a lot of people, Q3 includes Christmas and the holiday season. Like, globally, that's usually a universal time where people are sitting down to play games for a longer period of time. So
you'd expect all of their figures, if not massively, you'd expect it to at least plateau, if not go up, because people are staying inside. It's dark, cold, wet. People are staying inside playing games because they're getting new PS5s. Yeah. That kind of goes against all of the points as to why they've lost revenue. So we'd expect to see them jump. If PlayStation continue jumping after the next quarter, then that's when it's like, okay, is there something bigger at play here?
Well, last year it looks like they made 7 million customers between Q2 and Q3. So Q2 last year was 104 million active users. Then Q3 came about, which obviously, like I said, includes the holiday period. They made 111 customers, active customers. Then when Q4 drops, it goes way back down again, because obviously people are returning back to work and they've got their busy lives back doing stuff again. They're not spending as much time within the household. So history tells you that Q3 will end up going back up again. If it goes down again, that should be a problem worth investigating. Yeah,
I mean, for me, I'm not too fussed about it myself. I feel like it is one of those things. That said, I didn't realise this was in the article. So if you just full screen yours and then scroll it down so we get all of that box at the bottom in. Yes. That bit, yeah. So I didn't realise this was there. So let's have a look. I've not read it, so we can go through it together. Update as of today. Just 2.5 hours ago, Sony has published an additional statement on the decline in PS Plus subscribers, claiming that it was influenced by, quote, a greater decline in user engagement among PS4 users than expected. The number of PS Plus subscriber accounts at the end of September decreased 4% from the end of June to 45.4 million accounts. We see that this decrease results from a greater decline in user engagement among PS4 users than expected. On the other hand, the ratio of PS Plus subscribers among PS5 users remains at a level significantly higher than that of PS4. We are putting even more effort into accelerating the penetration of PS5 hardware to recover this user engagement going forward. So there you go. I mean, I was making the same point, but they've already made it for me, so nice. I'm stealing their words. So basically, people playing on PS4 go, what the fuck have we got to play? Because it's all old shit, broken, doesn't work very well. Is 12 FPS? Oh no, wait, that's just Gotham Knights, isn't it? Sorry, Warner Brothers, if you'd have sorted out with the game, then would have been nicer, but you didn't, mate. So what I'm saying is our opinions can be purchased. No, that's not what I'm saying. So, yeah. people on PS4 are disenfranchised with PS Plus because there's nothing really there for them. Didn't PS Plus stop giving away free games on the PS4 as well?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know because every month it does show PlayStation 4 games within it. But whether
or maybe it was PS3. There was something was announced in the last few months, or maybe it was PS Vita. I can't remember. Some things were taken off of the PS Plus offering. It might not be PS4. It's probably a bit daft for that.
You get two. So PS3 or Vita then.
Yeah, okay, that must be it then. I'm going to say if it was that, then that would be the explanation. Okay, well, I'm getting no new next-gen games, and I'm getting no free games, then sack this shit. But it must have just been the PS3 stuff. We did cover it at one point, but yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, it does make sense, though. PS4 users naturally are a bit put out. I mean, like, ads will be able to vouch for it. All games are coming now with stripped out tech because you can't make a Ferrari engine fit in a Fiat Tipo. Yeah. Not that PS4s are Fiat Tipos, but it's the analogy I'm going with, so stick with it. So you can't fit all the bells and whistles in. You can probably get some of the cool stuff in there, but not everything, which is why FIFA does it. I mean, I think you've mentioned it before. Hypermotion tech's not on last gen, right? Is it stuff like that? Basically, you strip down the version. So naturally, people are going, well, I'm just going to play more of the same FIFA again. Chappers has mentioned it a few times.
Yeah,
FIFA
version was shit for years,
and now it's decent because it's got next gen tech in it. That's the jump that PS4 users aren't getting. So that's the reason they're going, do you know what? Not asked. I've not been playing it. I'll try get a PS5 at Christmas. I'll just cancel my PS Plus subscription. That'll save me 30 quid towards my subscription.
It's a catch-22 for developers, though, isn't it? Like, you can't fully invest into next gen while still looking after the old gen. It's shit. But if that was the case, they need two designated teams to try and get the most out of the PlayStation 4 and then the most out of the PlayStation 5. But you can't truly take on the next gen while still supporting the old gen.
Yeah.
Catch-22. Usually after 2 years, you start to see the support start to dwindle for the previous gen, which I think is a good enough time. At this moment in time, it's not, because we can't get hold of PlayStation 5, so people who actively want and waving the cash physically can't do it, which is why I've been saying since the Series S came out, if you want next-gen stuff, that's the best console to go for. It's the cheapest.
12 Head, I don't know if he's still in the chat, says he has 42 Xbox consoles, so if you want one, just buy some from 12 Head. Let's go. West! Let's talk about West, baby. Let's talk about you and... How are we going, West? How are we going, West? How are we doing? Nice. I did see, I had West on my screen for most of the day before we came down Scoopage. I did see there was West, Neil, Ham, Lotus, although Ham can suck a fat one. I went into his stream, I was like, hi Ham. He's like, I only want you in my stream if you're here to tell me that I've won a headset. So I left his stream. I was like, sod you then. I mean, I had to leave anyway, but I made him think that I did it on purpose. And then I saw Beanie jump in and stuff. Nice.
Legends.
Our 12 Ed is still here, attendance. Hey, I'll read. I Rage, aka Thugs, name change there.
Oh, okay, nice.
Cheeky. Caught me. He tried to get me to guess, and I had no idea. So there you go. Oi, oi. Love being able to raid you. Well, we love being raided by you. Baby is keeping your seat warm for you, West.
Yeah.
Keeping it warm. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Still a hole in the wall from when...
The non-lethal weapons were fired in a very controlled manner if you're watching Twitch.
Yeah, Spiffy ended up firing something... It was.
I think it was a marshmallow gun.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a bullet.
No, it was marshmallows.
Yeah, absolutely
for days. Yep.
Mini Tic Tacs.
Nice. So yeah, we're talking about PS Plus losing 2 million subscribers over the last quarter. So a little bit of a clickbait article, probably, in the fact that. I mean, you get it in any sort of way. Like, just yesterday, people was talking about how Xbox is shit, and now today there's articles talking about how PlayStation shit. It's just the change from summer to winter months, and things are dropping off, and things will pick up again. Especially if there are some big releases on the horizon, which is just about to happen, mate. Just about to happen. Where's my... How do I take that off the stream? Is it that one? Yes, nice. I forgot how to take the news off the stream. Let's go. Okay, next news article. Written by Jordan Midler at VGC, Modern Warfare 2 is reportedly the fastest selling Call of Duty game ever. And without reading the article and without no statistical evidence to back me up, I feel and I say feel, I mean undeniably know that this is because Bibby streamed the multiplayer beta and I streamed the campaign before release. So we both streamed Modern Warfare 2 before release, and it's got the fastest release ever.
High fives to us.
Fucking nailed it. Oh, that was shit. Let's go again.
There we go.
Good
Solid
connection. Nice. So there you go. Hashtag influencers. Okay, let me get the article back on screen. I've lost my moose. There it is. There we go. Modern Warfare 2 is reportedly the fastest selling Call of Duty game ever. 2021's Vanguard was reportedly the lowest selling entry in the modern era. That's the bit that was off the screen. But the article says Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is the fastest selling Call of Duty game of all time. It's been claimed. That's actually huge.
That's massive. Considering it's a yearly release, that I imagine it's something that I mentioned yesterday about obviously Xbox wanting to buy Activision. Like, there are people out there that will buy 2 games a year. One of them's FIFA and the other one is Call of Duty. That I imagine that's probably like 10%, 15% of the market. So the fact that this is one of the fastest selling games of all time in the Call of Duty franchise, that's an outrageous statement.
Especially when you consider just how big. I honestly didn't think that Call of Duty would get back to the levels where Modern Warfare 2 hit. Because, and even, I could be even wrong with that. Maybe one of the Black Ops or something beat it. I don't think Modern Warfare 3 did. But after the hype of Modern Warfare, then we got World at War, which kind of fizzled out a bit. And then people were just like, oh, we get more Modern Warfare again. And Modern Warfare 2, the first time round, was everywhere. Yeah. And like I was one of those people that on the way to work, I'm going to set off to work 20 minutes early so I can nip into Sainsbury's and pick a copy up. Don't want to buy me games from Sainsbury's, but it's on my way to the office, and it's the only way I can make sure I'm playing it when I get back from work tonight. And then played it all night with my mates. Played a little bit in the morning before work, at work kind of thing. It was that sort of everywhere.
That was a midnight launch game for me. That was way back when. Like I mean, it's not feasible anymore to do midnight launches. No one's going to be asked about it. It wouldn't even be a launch. You just walk into fucking Asda and go to the person who's probably not behind the till because no one works at fucking midnight anymore. But yeah, it's definitely a staple. It was just a point of
It was
time.
not a midnight launch for me because it either came out in 2009, 2010-ish. I was new dad, so it was nope. Yeah. Nope, you don't do nothing no more.
I was booking days off with me, Mike, Scott. I think Willis might have been involved in it. Yeah, definitely rolling up in a 4-man squad, like taking 2 or 3 days off work. Same with FIFA Pro Clubs as well, just taking days off work just to be able to get ahead of the pack.
Well, I was playing games with Martin, James, all my mates. Callum, who's what's his name? Bearded Edge, I think he is. In the stream, often comes in. So I was playing like every night with them. Get all the boys on 6 o'clock, sit there for hours, kind of thing.
Pro Plus, you got to go.
So anyway, the point being, a lot of people are relating. So Sheepfragger says, I played it for 24 hours straight. It really is one of the best ever. If we were all nostalgia record, it's possible to go. And I've played it enough to be over the honeymoon period. Are you talking about this one?
Yeah.
Nice.
I did like his tweet before, say that. Well, I think it was over the weekend. He did a 24-hour stream for it. Like, that's obviously doing that is a big commitment, but just to play the one game, that's outrageous.
Well, I was chatting to him on Wednesday after I finished up my stream. He was doing the Dead by Daylight crossover in PUBG. And he was ill. I hope you feel better now, by the way. Especially if you did a 24-hour stream, you probably didn't feel very good after that. But I know you were saying you was going to play it all weekend. I didn't realise you were doing 24 hours like straight. Nice. Okay, let me jump back up through the comments then. We've got West's big old raid. Where did we get to? Love being able to. Oh no, we've done that. Also, the reason we didn't need a new Switch/Nintendo console, Switch is all gen now. It is. Appreciate that, Bib, says West, keeping his chair warm. Nice. 2mm bib. It's a bit harsh. I mean, how did they see it from there? Nice. Oh, no, it says 2mm BB. Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry. PS shit, Xbox shit, Switch clear, Kappa. I wonder who said that. Laura says, great game. I bought it because of ICU.
Yeah.
Nice. Influenced. I'd shout you out, West, but BB and G are amateurs and the API is broken. It's this studio PC just loves to forget the API.
Are we having some tonight?
What, some Modern Warfare? You've already asked me if we're playing FIFA tonight.
Yeah,
as well.
no, but I've got a feeling that I'd probably more likely. If I said PUBG, you'd be fucking already on. You'd be all over it. But,
I mean, I'm doing my dailies anyway, mate. But okay, yeah.
Because I know Lotus has it as well.
Yeah, boy. Nice. Okay. I'm going to get absolutely shit on. Kid gets shit on.
I've got a kill def of 0.50, so we should be okay. Unless Lotus has got a better kill def than that, then we ain't getting put into skill-based matchmaking lobbies.
Midnight launch. Sheep just became a Kiwi for 5 minutes. Oh, nice. I come from a land down under, but the one next to it, not the same. Nice. Now you can pop into Sainsbury's and pick up a disc, install a 70 meg, and then spend all evening download the 170 gig update. I was listening to Kind of Funny About something. I can't remember what it was, and they were talking about like people just want to just stick in the disc and play the games these days. I'm thinking nobody does that these days. You stick in the disc. Oh no, we're talking about parents that like a lot of people still play consoles versus like PC games and so on. That kind of the reason I'm talking about, because you can just turn on your PlayStation and play games. I'm thinking if you've not played your PlayStation in 2 weeks and you just turn it on, there is no way you're just playing that game. Nope. Especially if it's a game like PUBG. But anyway, it's a shame it has a few too many glitches. It's fine. I'll be dead too much to notice. Pro Clubs, I have a vague memory of that.
You're so dramatic. I missed 1 week of Pro Clubs because I'm streaming on a Saturday and he throws in the towel.
Pot calling the kettle... nerd. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's just hope the patches nerfs don't ruin the game. I mean, it might do. That's par for the course for those sort of games. It might ruin it, but then there's the balancing patches kind of thing. The first patch often pisses people off. That's the key thing to remember. So if you're prepared for it, then we know. Quick immigration. I'm free if you need a fourth wheel. I think we're actually busy.
Yeah.
Definitely. We haven't said the time yet, but we're busy at that time.
Yeah. Just be on Discord.
I feel better, thanks. Wasn't feeling great during the 24 hours, but I was having fun. Nice. Fuck PC, too much shit for me to take in. Exactly. I'll probably be doing nothing. Don't think I want to watch the footy if you need a fifth. I forget that you can do more than 4-man squads.
You can?
Yeah. My brain's so attuned to it. I mean, even TDM, like, it's usually 6 or 8-man squads, but I'm in a world of Fortnite and PUBG where everything's 4-mans.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's going to be a bit embarrassing if we get there and you're on your lad foot.
No,
you're dropping out. We'll do a random wheel spin.
Nice. I mean, this will probably be off stream, by the way. So if you are wanting to play, then you can't just be doing it to ride the coattails of ICU hype. I know that's what you're all here for. Yeah, all right, okay. I'll put on Northern accent. I'll read. No. Play what? The game that we influenced you to buy. I'll be on if I won the code, says West. Oh, that reminds me, West did ask who won the code. It wasn't you, West. It was Beans. Beans TV _ on Twitch won the code. And we've announced the headset winner as well. That was Beans TV _ on that.
Beans wins. That's what it's
and we tomorrow will be announcing the loot drop winner, and I can confirm tomorrow that will be Beans TV _ that wins. No, it wasn't Beans. It was someone called Zaklar who won Modern Warfare. It was someone called Jackie something or other, which we will put into the Discord, that won the headset. Lucy, that's the one. There we go.
Who else, Jackie?
Lucy's mate. Don't know why I'm using my keyboard to delete that button. So, yeah. Someone called Lucy won, although we have said that we aren't going to be tweeting out that this person's won. So if this person won the headset and isn't watching the content and isn't in our Discord, then they've got until Thursday and we'll re-roll it again. So expect a bunch of re-rolls, because if people are watching the streams, it does say that we will be announcing it on stream or social, and we're choosing to do it on stream so that way we make sure it goes to someone that actually wants to be a part of the community.
It does say in the T's and C's that you have to be in the Discord too.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether or not we can just reply to our tweet saying the winner has been announced. Please visit our Discord to find out if you've won.
I mean, we could do that. Future comps, subs get 1,000 extra entries. Mods can't enter. Can we just add a mod sword to Viv?
Yeah.
Nice.
he's Uno'd there.
Let's give everyone a mod sword but Beans.
Yeah.
Gagad, was it me? It wasn't you, Gagad. Although we do have a copy of FIFA to give away. We haven't done that yet. Oi, mods are people too. Beans keep winning, for fuck's sake. He didn't really win Merc. Do you know what? Speaking about keeping winning, dropped into Merc's stream. He was playing marbles last night. Guess who won in Merc's stream? It was Merc. Yeah, I was like, fuck, absolute rigged. God damn it. I did win one game eventually, mind. Nice.
Mods are barely swords. Mods aren't people.
So yeah, Merc, I dropped into Merc's stream and he was being trolled by Drew, who was like playing some absolute death metal. Like you win a game, you get to choose a song, and it was like, and I was like, this is. I mean, I don't mind a bit, but this was like intense shit. So I was like, do you know what? I'll have a bit of Jive Bunny then. Yeah. Jive Bunny and the Master Mixers. Come on, everybody. Just watched everyone else started to get like absolutely.
What song was it? Does anyone know?
It was.
You need to listen to the cum shots.
Was it Pale Face or something like that? I want to say Pale Face. I mean, that could just be me. I'm not sure. Got off. Came off with a headache. Got off with a headache. Tell me how. You got off with a headache? Anyway, sorry.
I haven't heard that. Got off with.
I haven't
heard that in about a decade.
It's like going with. Will you go with my mate? Nope.
Hey, Steph. Do you remember that? Hey, Steph.
No.
There was like something that you'd say in like primary school when you've not kissed a girl.
I thought you meant like that's what you say after you kissed.
No,
I just kissed that girl.
Hey, Steph. Oh God, I've gone to like. What even is this?
You see my fucking face when you went, "Are you Steve?" I'm like, excuse me, dear friend. I see you have kissed that maiden. Do you have an erection? It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, is that a coward in your pants? Or you have it, baby? Oh God. Oh. Hey, Steph. He's just got fucking well out in here.
Oh, I just got hold of it then. Oh, just not
shit.
When I say I got hold of it, I mean the laugh, not the stiff, by the way.
Wow, I don't know if that was just a mank thing, but yeah.
I've never heard of it.
You mean you think you do though you look down, wouldn't you? I don't think so. Oh. Okay. Get a grip, says Lotus. We're trying. Oh God. I'm so glad that we're in the smaller screen, so that is just going to be. No, it's a lot less. I've got words. It's clipped it anyway.
The thing is, he's clipped it, but the link ugliest wise dad do. That's pretty.
Oh, they started to add characters at the end of it now. Have they run out of words?
I have Graham's drop for everyone now, folks. Oh, I want to know what it says. Morgan Freeman's. I tune in to get some serious news, and all I get is the giggles. I'm dying. Welcome in, Lumps. You stiff? I'm going to use that as my intro. You all right? Yeah, mate. You stiff? What? Anyway, where did we get to? The scoop, now just sloppy seconds. Broken. They've gone. Get a grip. Sorry, Lotus. Okay, back into the actual article. Enough of being stiff. Let's read some stuff. Yeah, nice. We didn't even really read any of the article.
We just read the title.
And then we started talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and then erections. Fuck.
There's three things that are inevitable. Jokes, death, and taxes.
Anyway, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is the fastest selling Call of Duty game of all time. It's been claimed, according to a report from Barron's, the shooter is the fastest selling game in the history of the series. The game's opening weekend sales have reportedly crossed $600 million, according to Barron's report. If correct, this would spell something of a change in fortune for the series after the last main entry, 2021's Call of Duty Vanguard, disappointed both critically and commercially. VGC reported last year that Vanguard's UK launch was the lowest of any series in the modern era. That's not my mouse. Nice. Let's use this one instead. Let's go. While the sales of the main Call of Duty titles are less relevant in the modern era of the franchise, given the notable success of its Warzone Battle Royale spin-off and the impending launch of Warzone 2, those reported numbers suggest the mainline franchise isn't necessarily on a downward trend. This year's entry, which returned to a modern-day military theme following Vanguard's World War II setting, could suggest that Call of Duty fans are more interested in games set in the modern era. Could suggest. Been suggesting this for about fucking 20 years, mate. But anyway, back into the article. How could you not? I mean, I get it. You're reporting on data. This is what it could suggest. I've been saying that forever. Nobody give a shit about exo wall running double jump suits.
No one cared about that. I do definitely still think there was a place for war content in if like Modern Warfare stuff. Obviously, not all of it's based on real events and things like that. They're just taking a completely different direction with it. But I do think that there's only so many times you can go over previous war content, and I think that's where it gets a little bit jarring.
I think it's like you pick a certain battle, or you do it for like when we get to the Modern Warfare content. Even just a little bit of the campaign that I streamed, did 2 hours of it. If anyone hasn't seen it, I genuinely recommend going back and watching that. I will play through the rest of it at some point.
I like that actually.
Yeah, I mean, I will go play through the rest of it at some point, ideally soon, because it's a great game and I want to finish it. But within...
You actually get a load of stuff, actually, for finishing. I know I keep on cutting you up, but if you finish the campaign, you get a load of stuff that you can take into the multiplayer with you.
Okay, nice.
So I think that was the incentive, finish it, and then when you finish that, you get a load of stuff that you can't get unless you've completed the campaign.
Okay, well, I will go in and finish that. But even then, so we've got like some snipery stuff, you've got some siege, like crashing compounds and breaking in, taking out people that are inside. You've got some like emotive shit, like shooting people that you might not want to shoot is probably the way I'll put it. Okay, spoilers for 10 seconds. There's a woman on the floor, and it's probably not even a spoiler a bit, that she's got a gun protecting her husband that you just killed. You have to kill her or she's going to kill you, kind of thing. And I was like, I don't want to kill her. Don't want to try and shoot her in the legs. In the end, I was like, fuck it. Yeah. Nice, we're good to go. And then there was like AC-130 gunship sort of missions, and then it stopped as we were being sniper, like almost Ghillie in the Mist sort of missions. And like, I'm thinking, in Modern Warfare, we can go into ships and we can be just snipers and we can avoid fights. But old school World War stuff, it's like, grab a bouncing Betty, get one of those like grenades that's on a stick and lob it at someone and just keep running through the middle of a famous German city or something. And it's kind of, there's no real invention. Like, I know it's kind of hard because you don't have, like, a big part of the AC-130 stuff is when you go into like the black and white heat thermally sort of stuff. That adds an extra element, and that didn't exist back then. But just need someone to think outside the box and think, how can we do something a little bit differently from World War II and World War One, so it's not just the same.
When we talk about stuff like that, you talk about Medal of Honor Frontline, which was the opening level of that when you're getting the beaches of Normandy. Like, that is probably one of the greatest missions in video games ever.
That's the one where the boat, like the walls come down, and you just fucking go, and it's just like
try and get behind cover and stuff like.
And you
that was pretty much.
Die 12 times before you actually do it. Fuck's sake!
I'm fairly certain that the opening part, because obviously Spielberg did Saving Private Ryan, which is obviously not based on a true event, but it was based around the war, which was obviously a true event. So it looks like the beginning of that. I don't know whether or not he directed that part, but it was pretty much like it was fantastic. That is definitely one of the missions. We talk about the one in Modern Warfare, No Russian
in the airport.
Yeah, like we talk about iconic missions and things like that. Obviously, that was one that pretty much got taken out of the game, and you have to not necessarily sign a waiver, but you have to say that you want to play that mission.
Someone actually came into the chat as we were like playing through the campaign and just wrote No Russian, like new person into the stream.
Right, iconic. There's a couple of missions in video games, and they're the two that stand out for me more than anything. Medal of Honor Frontline opening mission, and then No Russian over on Modern Warfare. But yeah, it's hard to try and not replicate the perils of war, but try to make it educational and not just a take the piss gimmick. So I feel like it's a hard line to be able to try and tread. Do I want to see more war stuff? Yes, but I want to see different perspectives. I don't just want to we've got to try and take out Hitler in World War II kind of thing. Like we've gone over that so many different times. I want it to be from a completely different perspective. Like we had the Vietnam War. I think it was Medal of Honor: Rising Sun. Is that the one?
Yes.
That was another fantastic game. Like they're the types of ones that I want to be able to try and experience. I was terrible in history class. I don't necessarily think that taking the stance of playing a video game to learn about history is the best way of being able to do so. But just trying to get my head around, like, do you remember playing the original Medal of Honor games?
Ish, kind of. It was always the same sort of thing. Like the history part was the bit that kind of put me off. I always felt like I was playing through school, like with guns and stuff, and I was just like,
Yeah.
So I had some of them like PlayStation, PS2-ish sort of era, but didn't really get into them.
I remember watching Medal of Honor before playing it because my granddad, massive gamer, massive history buff, so he was wanting to play them. But it used to have a load of cutscenes and used to not teach you about the war. It used to tell a story about what was happening. You had a guy called James Patterson. I don't know whether or not he was a real person or not. I imagine he wasn't, and it's just based on
the original War of Stardew Valley taught me a lot.
There you go. How to plant plants. But yeah, it was. Sorry, that was the Pearl of War. Was it Pearl Harbor, the Rising Sun? I don't know. I can't remember. Obviously, I paid attention. But yeah, you like it was. What do you call it when you go behind undercover? Espionage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like in some missions you like had to dress up as a German and try to get some papers to be able to convince yourself, to convince others that you are a German. And you're going behind a territory line. Like all of that stuff was fantastic. You don't see that now. It's all action. It's not telling necessarily a story. And that's the kind of stuff that I want to be able to go through. If you're going back and basing your game on a world war, for instance, that's the kind of story that I want to do. If it's Modern Warfare, you can make it up as you go along. It's Modern Warfare. It's current. You can.
I feel like
do whatever you want.
I get more memorable stories though. Like, can you tell me any named character from one of the Call of Duty games that's not a Modern Warfare game? What was? I mean, you always get the. What are the numbers? Whatever his name from the Black Ops thingy. But when you go back from like if you leave Black Ops behind and you go to your Vanguards and your other World War II and World War I games, I'm thinking like, what are the names of? Because I know there's Soap McTavish, Captain Price, Ghost. There's three off the top of my head from the Modern Warfare franchise, and I feel like Modern Warfare is not just about guns that are relevant for my time frame, grenades and buildings that look like people would actually live in, and towns look like that I could actually live in, but it's also people, characters, stories, and branding. And I feel like it's not just the boots on the ground, give me modern day stuff, it's people that I can relate to as well. So I feel like it's not just the gunplay and the map play, it's the story play, the screenplay is missing from the other games. So I feel like, I mean, this article does go on to say the success of the game was also likely the result of the name. As the 2009 release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which they put in brackets to 2009, which I should hope so if it was a 2009 release. But anyway, it's widely regarded as one of the best in the series and released at the height of Call of Duty's popularity around the end of the 2000s. It's called Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 specifically, which is the same name as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from 2009, which is the biggest game they've had in my opinion. So all of that, but also the fact that those games have built stories, and we've had a Call of Duty Ghosts around some of their characters that they've built, and they've not done that with the Black Ops games as such, or with the World War games. I mean, the Black Ops one might have. I didn't really play those, so you could probably say actually there is some names that stand out, but just not as much for me.
Yeah, well, I feel like if you are basing it on
Mason, that's it. What are the numbers, Mason? What do they mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I feel like if you are basing it on the war itself, there has to be an element of truth, but there also has to be an element of word, not a lie.
What was it?
Fiction.
Artistic freedom. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So
creative freedom. That's the one.
But it depends on whether or not that era or that period interests you. Because I know it doesn't with you. It doesn't resonate with you at all. So anything that has a lot more modern has your interest.
Artistic license. Well done, Viv.
There you go. Artistic license. Yeah. So you can. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. I do think if I was to pull games out of my ass, and I do think the original Medal of Honors stand up better than the original Call of Duty games do. I feel like Call of Duty. I feel like it was the PES and FIFA situation. Like, Modern Warfare, Medal of Honor absolutely dominated the first person market, taking out the likes of Doom and Quake and stuff like that. But if we're talking Call of Duty versus Call of Duty versus Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor, the latest one that got brought out, and I say latest, I think it might have been 2011. I can't remember.
Hardline? Was it Hardline? Medal of Honor? I can't remember.
That was Battlefield Hardline.
Oh yeah, I played it at fucking Eurogame or whatever it was. Medal of Honor, Warfighter, Allied Assault, Airborne.
Warfighter, I think that was it. That was to try and break back into the market again, and it obviously didn't do very well. But the original Medal of Honors, I feel, stand up way better than the original Call of Duties did. I think the turning tide was when Modern Warfare started coming out. I feel like that's when people started to take notice and go, okay, that may have been because they started to introduce all the multiplayer stuff, because Call of Duty 2, I think I ended up playing that on PC way back when. But in terms of being able to have access to that on my original Xbox, or moving on to the Xbox 360 when Modern Warfare came out, 360, I think, brought first-person shooters into our front room, and everybody had a copy of Call of Duty.
It definitely brought me in. So I'd played Call of Duties, I'd played Modern Warfares on a completely legitimate and not chipped at all PlayStation 1. Just in case anybody asks. Nice. And I played them and they were all right. Okay, great. It's just more running and shooting. Running down corridors and there's sandbags at the end. Throw a grenade out. Oh, shoot them all. And then there's loads of barrels and stuff in an open area. So this is going to be a big boss-ish sort of fight. And they were just a bit too predictable and rinse and repeat stuff. And I probably was at the age where I wasn't asked about the history and the story side of it, because I wanted something that was easy to digest story side. And it wasn't until we got to Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, where I got, okay, soldiers that are kind of a bit more relevant now. At this age, I'm like late teens, early 20s, whatever it was, mates in the army, so I'm seeing real life, like Afghanistan sort of photos and stuff I can relate to a little bit more. Then the story just went like 0 to 60. Boom. Okay, like we've got creative, like there's all sorts of cool stuff, like the end scene on the jet in the Modern Warfare 1 story. No spoilers and stuff. I know it's a million years old if you've not played it now, but fuck. But COD 4 had some really cool story stuff in it. So the story, I feel, became much better. It was almost like at that point they'd figured out how to make a game for gamers, not a game for storytelling. Plus you had the multiplayer for Call of Duty 4 and how that went boom. Call of Duty 4 made Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Without, I know it's one of the stupid things, without Call of Duty 4, usually you'll get an Assassin's Creed to get Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare led to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which has then, in turn, fed what we have right now, which is good. Although this game is ridiculously good that we have right now as well. So
I just had to fact check then. Vaughan is saying that wasn't COD 3 the first multiplayer COD. I mentioned Call of Duty 2 because I'm fairly certain that I said PC 2. Because I think that was the first one that I played multiplayer on PC. And I've just checked and it does say that Call of Duty 2 was multiplayer enabled on PC. I'm just checking Call of Duty 1 now. I don't know if it had.
The things you have to factor in though is a lot of people weren't really playing games on PC at that section as well. In terms of gaming was still dominated by the in-home electronic market, your consoles and so on. So, and not only that, COD 3 will have been hampered by the fact that a lot of people, like, if that was multiplayer on console, you would have had to buy adapters or whatever to get your consoles to be what do they even call it? Was it PlayStation Net something or other?
It was NetPlay, wasn't it?
NetPlay. So like you had to get NetPlay games and you had to connect your consoles up, and people there was no way in the 2000s you were running an Ethernet cable from your router. What is a router? We don't even have the internet in the house, kind of thing. So there's all that sort of stuff. It was like, speaking about throwing back the years, Bardinsky FC is in the chat.
What?
Afternoon, you sexy beast.
Bloody hell. Now this is a blast from the past.
Bardinsky, are you still here?
How you doing, Shagger?
Is this you making a return to Twitch?
Oh my god. Better be.
Are you playing any Modern Warfare?
Oh my god. You better be.
Mate. Nice. Story on COD 4 was amazing. Yeah, badass.
SOCOM. Oh, mate, that was the one. So come on PS2. Woo!
Story on after is Bibby's mic on? Very tinny? Or is he very tiny? I don't know.
To be fair, I think I was moving away from it as I was trying to look at my screen and type at the same time, but I'm back behind the mic now. It should be okay.
So many quotes are still used. 50,000 used to live here, now it's a ghost town. Yeah, I always butcher that trying to do. Yep. PC gaming at the time was Solo or Command and Conquer. It was very story based. It's not that small. He's tiny. I was going to make the same joke and I didn't, but lumps, I appreciate you. I stand corrected, thanks. SOCOM 2 on old PS2 net play. See, I remember playing things like fucking PES 6 on my Xbox 360 on net play, and it was the most horrendous experience that I've ever had playing that. And it was on my mum's like broadband, and it was like the first broadband where it was like, I don't know, 0.1 meg up or whatever and down kind of thing. Ugh. But I didn't skate Rose from the dead. Hi, Rose from the dead. How you doing, Rose? Name change. Nice. You love to see it. Welcome in, Rose from the dead. Hope you guys are well. Good. How are you? How's the family? Okay, we'll pick up the pace. How long have we been on? I can't see it.
123.
123. Okay, sheesh. Do you know what? We will leave the other stories because the other stories are tasty stories, and I don't just want to gloss over them. For those of you that haven't been here, I'll give you a couple of reminders of what we've been speaking about. PS Plus has lost nearly 2 million subscribers since it was revamped just a few months ago, and that is 2 million monthly active users. PlayStation aren't bothered because they are still earning 10% more, apparently, off the back of that. So we'll see the next quarter. We'll see what happens. It could just be a seasonal slump. Modern Warfare 2 is reportedly the fastest selling Call of Duty game ever because both Graham and Bibby streamed it pre-launch. Facts, says Jordan Midler. I might be paraphrasing and slightly amending what he's saying there, but we all know what we're saying. Nice. Okay, the stories that we aren't going to cover then are EA has an Iron Man game, which is actually now part of a 3-game Marvel deal. We'll give you the details on that tomorrow, and Fortnite's getting shitloads of Star Wars stuff. Yeah. We'll tell you about that tomorrow. The reason we're an hour and 20 odd minutes in is because we have given away an Astro A40 headset to one person. We're not going to share the name of that person on social media, but we will share in the Discord. So if you are that person, you're going to have to do some digging to find out if you've won or not. As well as that, we confirmed that someone did win a copy of Modern Warfare 2 yesterday, and someone else will bag a copy of FIFA 23 on a platform of their choice in the loot drop. So if you were a sub to the channel yesterday, your name will be in the list of exported subs, and we will do that draw and post that in the Discord either later on today or tomorrow, or possibly during the stream tomorrow, although tomorrow is going to be a busy ass day because we've got meetings and an insert coin stream.
The loot drop's actually next Monday.
Is it next Monday?
Yeah, because it's his first today.
Good job, you said that. Nice. Well recovered. Okay, we won't be giving anyone FIFA tomorrow. We'll give it you in 6 days. Nice.
In 6 days.
Nice. So, do you know what? If you're thinking, do you know what? I'd like a copy of FIFA and I don't want to spend 70 odd quid on it. Maybe I'll just use this free Amazon Prime sub that I've just got laid here that I've not even thrown at anyone. Then throw it at us, and then you could bag yourself a copy of FIFA. Nice. Okay. Scrolling back up. Anything we missed? Wasn't that badly butchered, to be fair. Don't know what phone he's talking about there.
I don't know. He doesn't know.
Give me the details, mate. I lived through dial-up. You know nothing about pain. Connect to a game and then your sister rings a boyfriend for 2 hours. Yeah. I've lived through dial-up too. I know. Summary, COD doing well. Switch is a console. Are you hard? Nice, Viv. Let's go. If you missed that, then there's a clip.
Somewhere. We haven't verified the source or whether or not it's PG friendly. I imagine it wasn't.
Roast. Oh, there you go. The clip is there if you want to see it. Nice. The good old days, exactly. I remember trying to play a multiplayer game on the OG PS1, only to find out that one of the consoles were missing the I/O port for the link cable.
I say, yeah, when you said multiplayer games, I was like, you can only play through the old good old link cable.
We have some backpacks. Oh, that's the ISUP sub emote. Okay, see, we're looking at on Chatbot, and Chatbot just makes up the emotes. So we've got 3 backpacks for the ISUP sub emotes. Let's go. Appreciate you throwing down the ISUP sub emotes, though, Lups. 59,000 people. Sorry. Oh, 50,000 people. Okay, there we go. The other 50,000 people used it. I get you. So yeah, Link. Nice. NSFW. On that bombshell, we are going to disappear. Yeah. Appreciate you all dropping in. We will be back at 10 a.m.-ish tomorrow. Tomorrow will be an interesting day. Yeah. So tomorrow will be a very interesting day because There is a distinct possibility the scoop might not happen. And the reason for that is we have a stream on Insert Coin, so at Insert Coin Tees. Is it Insert Coin Clothing on Twitch? It is
Insert Coin, no, Insert Coin Tees.
Official Insert Coin on Twitch, that's it. It's Insert Coin Tees on Twitter. There we go. Official Insert Coin, we got there eventually, is the channel that we will be live on from 2 till 5 tomorrow playing some PUBG. We might not have a scoop in the morning because we have work stuff. We've got a call scheduled in that's quite important, and in the evening I'll be playing more PUBG as well, so there might not be a scoop tomorrow. So we've shelved the articles for today. They may be back tomorrow, they may be back on Thursday. Either way, we will be posting bits in the Discord, so do keep your eyes on that for all of the updates and across all the social channels, which basically is me stealing Bibby's thunder before I ask if you've got anything else to add, Bib.
No. But yeah, if you are the lucky Lucy winner, then get yourselves involved in the Discord. But obviously, we'll be able to find out straight away whether or not you are, because your Twitter profile will be linked to your Discord, so there's no blag in there. So yeah, make sure that you are a Discord user, or you have, if you've got a Twitch Prime, get that locked down, and we'll give away a copy of FIFA next week as well.
Nice.
But yeah. It's been a long old episode of The Scoop today, upon your return. Standard though, innit?
Lots of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, so as soon as we get back into the studio, we're just waffling it for at least half an hour.
Are you stiff? What's their name? Totally not renaming my Discord. They were, just check my notes, Massive Erect Penis Are You Stiff 615. There you go. Yeah. That's so Massive Erect Penis Are You Stiff 615. That's the full name. Same. Nice. Okay, we appreciate you sticking around. Stick around for the raid, though. We are going to drop a raid on one of our friends. Thank you very much to West for the raid. Jay Soto, who dropped a follow 29 minutes ago. Appreciate that. Viv for a post check, which I didn't even see. Sheepfragger for dropping his 6 months prime, and everyone else that has been around supporting the channel. We appreciate you for sticking around. Stick around, though, as we want to support someone else with the raid. You will get 250 sprinkles and we can help someone with their stream. Yay! But that is it from us. Have yourselves a beautiful day. We will see you possibly 3 times, if not 2, tomorrow. Until then,
stay stiff!
Yeah.